Hi there, happy Monday, how are you? Well, it's a nice day, nice and sunny, lovely, as you can see, no cardigan on. Just the beads, t-shirt and Rosie barking. Sorry about that, she's outside, she's having a good bark. I've got an Indian type skirt on today, if you can see it or not. Very, very sequiny, very glittery. I thought we might as well be nice and glittery in the sunshine. So that's what I have on. What have I been doing today? Well, you know I had the fall, went into that. It shook me up, shook my back up, made everything hurt, made my stomach hurt, made my back hurt. So I got up this morning quite early and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to go and see the GP. I never see the GP. I'm not one that's always there, always whining and moaning and carrying on. So I'll go. So I did. I explained about all my stomach troubles, all my spine troubles. She said, have you had an x-ray lately? I said, well, not for the last 10 years. Have you shrunk in height? Yes, by about 3 inches I've shrunk in height. So then she pressed all around my tummy and she said, I need to do some blood tests. I don't know what she's testing for. So I said, I had blood tests done last week. I said, from the HB1C, which if you're diabetic, you know what that is. And she goes, oh, they were fine. I'm like, what? I've been waiting for my "you have been a naughty girl" lecture for a week. Because I knew I'd eaten toffees, I'd eaten sweeties, candies, whatever you want to call them, chocolate, I'd eaten biscuits, I'd eaten cake, I'd eaten everything I was not supposed to eat in the last 3 months, whatever. And that's what the HB1C blood tests. It doesn't test just your blood that day, it tests what you've been up to over the last 3 months. And it's like, oh dear, that's not good. Anyway, I went to the doctors and, you know, she said she'd see me when the blood test results come in. What she's expected to find, I know not, so I can't tell you. And then she would see about my back issues. But in the meantime, she gave me some ibuprofen gel, which is a bit like putting a plaster on a vein, that's gushing or something. Anyway, I will put it on, I will do my best. She said she can't prescribe me any more pills than I'm already on. Not that I take them. Didn't tell her I didn't really take them. But, I mean, at the moment I can't stand. If I stand, I get backache. If I walk, a horrendous backache, yeah. Anyway, I finished up being way too early to go to the library, and yet too late to go home again and then back out again. Well, I could have done, I suppose, but I didn't feel like it. I thought, no, I'm up in the area, I may as well stay. Where can I go? Let me think, where can I go? I'll go to Affinity. That used to be called Freeport if you're around here. And they have like a shopping centre thing and they've got yachts and everything. So I went there and I decided I would have a bit of brunch at Katie's, which is a cafe there. So there's signs outside saying, don't sit out, well, if you sit outside, the seagulls will, So I thought, nah, I'll be alright, So I ordered poached eggs on toast. So she brings my poached eggs on toast. The seagull swooped down, took the toast from under my poached egg, and flew off with it. And I'm like, oh. The waitress flapped her hands like that. The seagull dropped the toast, so she picked it up and said, oh dear, wandered off. I thought, she'll bring me another piece of toast. No, time went by. So she came and I said, excuse me, I said, I can't eat my egg without the toast. Oh, you'll have to buy another one, she said. Oh, thank you. She said, we did warn you about the seagulls. She said, we did tell you. If you sat out here, you sat at your own risk. I thought, yes, but you just put the plate down when the seagull swooped and pinched me toast. So I said, all right then, I'll buy another piece of toast. £1.80. slice of white bread. I could have bought 2 loaves for that. £1.80 for 1 slice of toast. All I can say was the poached eggs were nice. And so was the toast really, but £1.80 for a piece of toast. I thought as a gesture of goodwill she could have offered me a piece of toast, couldn't she? If it had been something expensive I could have understood it, but 1 piece of toast? She said, oh well, you were warned. She said there are signs up everywhere to watch the seagulls. You don't expect one to swoop on your table just as you sit down with your plate and pinch your toast, do you? Oh, so that was, anyway, it was very nice, I will say that. It was very nice brunch. So then I went and I looked at the shoe shops and that, and there was some shoes that didn't really grab me. And I'm looking at the prices, the cheapest ones are about £50, £60. I thought, do you like them that much, Janet, that you really, really want these trainers or sandals? No, you don't, do you? No, you don't. You can do without them. You just, because your feet are hot today, you're just thinking I might get a pair. Oh, there's Rosie again, sorry about this. So I didn't, so I wandered around. So I went in a couple of other shops. I bought a little bit of makeup, some lipstick and different things. And my friend's texting me all the time because she was laughing about the Seagull incident. And she's saying, don't go mad, don't be buying loads of things. And I said, no, I'm not actually, no. So I decided I would go up and look at the yachts, look at the boats in the harbour. I love doing that, it's really peaceful. And when I went up, there was nobody there. No, but not a soul. You just go up this side of things, not a soul, peaceful as can be. I decided I would do a little video. It's on my Facebook and Instagram if you want to look at it. So I'm doing the little videos, I'm going along like that. And I'm wittering away to my little self saying, oh, I wish somebody on the boats, would say, do you want to come for a ride, Janet? But of course nobody did and all that. So just as I finished filming and switched off the camera, little voice said, hello, love. And I looked down and there's a guy on one of the boats grinning away there. He must have heard me. He didn't offer me a lift though. He didn't offer me a ride. A sail or whatever you want to call it. But it was just so funny. There I was thinking there was nobody around. There was nobody on any of the boats. It was so quiet. And there's me twittering away to myself saying, oh, I'd love to go for a sail on one of these boats, but will anybody offer me one? It would have been funnier still if he'd have said it before I turned the camera off, because then you would have heard it as well, wouldn't you? You would have heard him saying, hello, love. He must have heard me because he was grinning from ear to ear. He must have thought it was so funny. Anyway, that was what, like I said, lovely boats. Never got offered a ride, a sail. No. So I went for another scoot about, wasted a bit of time, and then I went to the library to my knit club. It was very warm in the library for a change, yeah. Very, very warm. I'm still knitting. I've knitted the back, 2 fronts, 2 bands, knitted them, and I've knitted part of a sleeve. So I'm getting there with the cardigan, getting there. Very tempted to start some crochet, but I know if I start crocheting I'll put the knitting down, and I really want to finish this off before I put it down. Anyway, what have I got on view today? I've got a lovely, lovely top. Now I don't know whether you can see it, the colours on it, they're not showing too well. It's very delicate, it's cream with a pale pink and like a grey colour. It's just a very basic raglan. It's, I won't say it's the same back and front, I think it's a bit higher at the back than it is at the front, yeah. Around about, I haven't measured it, I think it's probably 38 to 40 inch bust. It's done in ice yarn, which is mostly cotton, it's cotton mixture, got a lot of cotton in it, and a very slight sort of texture to it. It's a boat neck, if you can see the neckline, a lower boat neck. I will be putting it on Instagram and I will be putting it on Facebook for sale. I'm probably going to be asking £25 plus the postage. because it took a little bit more than the other one did that I was asking £20 for. I have got another one in a slightly different colour which I'll probably show you. Maybe tomorrow, maybe, yeah. I don't know. Depends whether I make a video tomorrow or not. Whether I feel like I've got anything to show you. So that was my day so far. So I've come back home. I've just come in. It's round about 4:30, I think, something like that. So I've been out since about 8:15 this morning. So you have to fill in a form online for my GP. You can't phone up for an appointment like you used to. You have to fill in a humongous questionnaire. You know, when did this start? What is it? What happened? Have you done this? Have you done that? Have you seen anybody before for this problem? Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I was quite surprised actually. I was actually going to go for a shower, which is luckily I didn't. Because I then gets a text message saying, can you come? You know, and they gave me a time which was like about 3/4 of an hour. Oh, well, it takes me half an hour to get to the doctor's, don't forget. So I was like, oh my God, I can't have a shower. So I did a usual strip wash, shoved some clothes on and off I went. I was a tiny bit late, so I couldn't like log in, and I said to her, I can't log in on, they have this screen. You put your date of birth, you put your name, you put whatever, and it said you can't check in, so I thought, oh, this is a bit weird. So when I looked at the clock, I was actually 5 minutes late, so maybe she'd taken me off the screen or something because I was 5 minutes late. Anyway, when I went to see the receptionist, she was quite a pleasant one for a change, you know. Usually they're like a till of the hun, aren't they? We can't get past them. Anyway, I told her, I said, I can't get on the machine. And she said, oh, what name is it? Told her my name, told her my, you know, date of birth, etc., etc. She said, oh, I'll ring the doctor still and see if she'll still see you. Anyway, she just flashed up on the screen that I was to go in right away. So she was very nice. I've not seen her before. You know when you get a nice doctor that isn't like pushing you out the front of the door as soon as you arrive, which was how it used to be at the first practice I joined when I first came here. I think I told you, you couldn't get an appointment for love nor money, and when you finally did get one, they were pushing you out the door before you got in. Oh, this lady was really, really nice, you know. She examined all my stomach, examined all my back, asked me all these questions, sent me for blood tests right away, so I thought, nah, I like her. You felt like she cared. She probably sees a million people a day, but, well, exaggeration. But I felt like she actually listened to me, and I felt like she actually cared, which was nice. Because when you get to my age, you've got quite a catalogue of things that go wrong, you know. I told her about me falling, I told her about everything jarring my back. I told her about my brother, because my brother had died with like cancer of the liver and the kidneys, and he bloated like I've just bloated up. So that does run through your mind. I know it shouldn't, because you're two different people, aren't you? Two different things. But he was my brother, and he passed away with like, cancer and that, and I was like, Not that I'm thinking I've got it, I'm not a worrywart. But it's something that you want to rule out, isn't it? So everywhere she felt round my stomach, and I was, oh, that hurts a bit, yeah. So she did actually mention something about my ovaries, and I thought that's a bit strange because I had a hysterectomy when I was in my 30s. But she said, oh no, you didn't have your ovaries removed, you had your womb removed but not your ovaries. Oh, right, did I? Which proved that she'd looked at my notes, yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to wait for the blood tests. But as I say, I was totally amazed when she said my diabetes blood tests were absolutely fine. I'd been worrying for a week thinking, oh, I'm going to get that slap on the wrist, I'm going to get that, you have to go on insulin, you naughty, naughty girl. Yeah, but I did go to the pharmacist, and of course there was no injections again. She's got to know me by now. She went, sorry Janet, no injections again. I said, all right, I'm getting used to this. So I told the doctor, like I said, you know, putting on a bit of weight. I said, because I haven't had my injections for 5 weeks. And she said, I know, there's just a national shortage everywhere. She said, nobody's got them. She says, I don't know what's going on. I said, yeah, I know what's going on. I said, it's all the people with money that are buying these injections. That's who it is. All the private clinics can get hold of it. If I had, I think it's about £160 an injection. If I was well off, and £160 was nothing to me. That's a week's drinking pension to me. But if I was well off, I could get it in a private clinic. I wouldn't have any trouble at all. She said, yeah, it's a bit unfair, isn't it? She said, when obese people are getting it, and people who need it for the diabetes aren't getting it. I said, yeah. Still, so that's all I've got to tell you really today. Not been a very exciting day. We had a usual chit-chat in the library, we always do. Some nice people in the library, as there always is, yeah. Sarah was busy crocheting bees, little bees. Her daughter is a teacher, and she has some children. I won't say they're problem children, but they're not the most, they come from a poor area, let's just say, with problems. And apparently she made a big cuddly bee. You know, bzz, 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 bee. And every time one of the children has a trauma or a problem or they fall over or what, they want to cuddle this bee. So she asked her mum, would she make a little bee as like a leaving present, because I think she's leaving that job, she's going somewhere else. And but there's 30-something children in the class. So Sarah's busy crocheting all these little bees. So she was happily doing bees, and then she discovered she'd forgotten her stuffing, you know. So she couldn't get past a certain stage of this bee. And she was saying, I don't think I'm getting the eyes right. I said, well, you're getting the eyes a lot better than I would, Sarah, you know. She said, they don't look quite right. Because you can't use safety eyes, because the whole bee's only about an inch, inch and a half. So she had to like do French knots, you know, do embroidery. She said, I don't think they look quite right, because they've got a little mouth, you know, and these eyes and that. I said, well, mine would have been like that, you know, or like that, whichever way. Mine would have been Frankenbee, yeah. So her bees were looking a heck of a lot better than my bees would have ever been. I'm hoping this video uploads, because I'm still having trouble with this intermittent fault on my computer that seems to be defying what do you call it, diagnosis. You think it's a loose wire when you've got like 6 or 7 things plugged in. Which is the loose wire? That's the problem, isn't it? And I'm like, do I have to buy a new box? Do I have to buy 7 new wires? What do I do? So I'm hoping that when I go to it just now, that it will let me upload this video. So it's like, fingers crossed, it will. If you don't see a video from me, or you don't see this till Tuesday, you'll know it didn't. So I'm going to go now. I don't know how much time I've got left before it goes beepity beepity beep. Let me have a little look. Oh, I've got 8 minutes left, so you're having a very short video today, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, there's one lady I need to answer. She said, do I do scarves or do I do Afghans? No, I don't do Afghans at all. No. I asked my friend at the library and I said, if somebody wants an Afghan, will you do one? She said, well, if the price is right and if it's not going to America, because the postage would be horrendous. Yeah. As for scarves, I will be showing some scarves because I've got some already made up. But I'm not taking any orders. I think I told you before, I don't really want to take orders for anything at the moment. I've got a lot going on in my life and, you know, doing things to order to a certain time scale, certain colour, certain this, certain size. I'm just kind of not in the market for it at the moment. But if you are watching and you were the lady who asked about an Afghan, I will write in the comments and I will give you her email. So if you want to ask her what you want, and then she will give you a price. But as I said, if it's to America, the postage will be a lot. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens next. I'm still trying to sell different things. I'm selling each one a day. I'm trying to sell. I'm going to start putting them on. I'm going to maybe try Ko-fi. I've been so lazy lately. I've not been 100%, as you know. And worse since I fell. Yeah, that's really knocked me off balance. So it's jarred up my back no end, and I don't like whinging, as you know, but I just thought I'd mention it that I've not been 100%. So all I want to do really is just sit and do some crochet, sit and do some knitting. I don't, you know, feel like faffing about with the webpage at the moment, which I should be doing because I want to sell these things. Oh dear. My horoscope did say I was going to come into some money. Don't know where, when, how. If you are a billionaire and you would like to make a donation, please let me know. Yeah. Anyway, for now, thumbs up please, very important. Do it for everybody that you like. Watch, subscribe, tell all your friends. I have gained about 6 more subscribers, for which I am absolutely over the moon. My channel is growing, little bit by little bit. I will never be doing a 21k giveaway when my subscribers are 7 point something. So it's going to be a long time before I get to a 21k giveaway, isn't it? Anyway, I hope you're having a lovely Monday. I hope you're all happy. And what did we used to sing when my little one was little? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And then we go through the, if you're happy and you know it, pat your head. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. We used to do this on the way home in the car, you know. And the only way he could stamp his feet was by stamping the back of mine. Because he always sat behind me for some strange reason in his seat thing. So he would always do the stamp your feet bit on the back of my seat. So I'm driving around going like that. So I didn't really like the happy and you know it, stamp your feet. I'd rather have the clap your hands and pat your head. There was a few things we used to do, rub your tummy, do whatever. I don't know whether you used to sing that with your kids. His favourite one of all time was Can Everyone Bark Like a Dog? And then we'd go through the woof, 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 and then we'd do like everybody meow like a cat. Meow, 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 meow. I don't know what your favourite little, well, your children's favourite little sing-alongs were when you were in the car and you were on a bit of a journey and they were getting a bit bored, you know. And you'd done the spot the red car, spot the blue car, you know, you'd done all of that business, yeah. I just wonder, what songs did you used to get them to sing? Did they have favourite ones? Did they sing along with you? My son loved to sing in the car. Yeah, he grew out of it, of course. He got to the, how much longer is it going to be? Are we nearly there yet? He went into that stage after the singing along bit. You know what they're like, you've been travelling for about an hour and you've got about another 6 hours to travel. And you get, how much longer are we going to be driving? Are we nearly there yet? How long is it going to be? Oh, I'm bored. Well, read your book then. I don't want to. But it was like before iPads, mobile phones. My son was the generation before all of that. So nowadays you bung something in front of them and they must play. But back then there was nothing for them to do. It was like dot-to-dot books or colouring books if you gave them some pencils which they used to drop all over the floor. I can't find it, it's gone under your seat. Can we stop? No, we're on a motorway. We can't stop to find your red crayon. It's gone under the seat. You'll have to colour another colour in. But I need a red one right now. I'm sure you've all been through that if you're a mother or a father. Anyway, I'm going to go now, so bye for now and thank you all for watching. I'll see you all very soon. Bye now.